immediately claimed victory, posting, Iran has agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. And they never did until the next day when Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz again. Oh.
Stephen Colbert has finally reached his limit, and after the chaos unfolding lately, nobody can really blame him anymore. During recent weeks, Donald Trump and several MAGA figures dominated headlines through nonstop controversy, strange online meltdowns, and political confusion. Colbert transformed everything into one of the sharpest late-night monologues this year, delivering relentless jokes and brutal punchlines without ever slowing down, while audiences watched every single day.
The scene's anxiety might explain why Trump spent the entire weekend posting deranged videos praising himself, like this one with a weird AI narrator.
This is what you voted for. So why are you questioning every decision he makes now that he's back in office? He knows what he's...
The story exploded over the weekend while most people relaxed, watched sports, or spent time with family members. Meanwhile, Trump flooded Truth Social with non-stop dramatic and confusing posts. Instead of sharing policy updates or official announcements, the president posted emotional messages and bizarre content that quickly became the center of massive online debate, drawing reactions, criticism, and endless discussion across social media platforms throughout the entire weekend.
Maybe it's time to shut the up and let him cook.
Forget the obscenities, let him cook. Always reassuring when you hear a world leader use Gen Z slang.
Colbert described the situation as a complete social media meltdown, and the audience instantly understood his point. The late-night host barely exaggerated because the post already sounded unbelievable. One AI-generated clip even defended Trump by telling critics to stop questioning him and simply let him cook, a phrase that immediately exploded online as comedy material, jokes, reactions, and discussions everywhere.
Change you wish to see in the world. Wow, fam, I ate with that, no crumbs. And he didn't eat much.
I mean,
He famously rarely ate with that. Little lemon juice.
That phrase alone gave Colbert plenty to work with. He mocked people using internet meme language to defend major political decisions, joking the entire situation sounded absurd even by modern social media standards. His reaction perfectly captured how surreal political discussions have become during non-stop online chaos, where memes, arguments, and dramatic reactions constantly overpower serious conversations across the internet daily.
No comment and no context. Tweeted an entire video of Frank Sinatra singing My Way, which, may I remind you, begins like this.
And now the end is near.
But things became even stranger when Trump posted a video of Frank Sinatra singing My Way without any explanation or context. The internet quickly began speculating about its meaning, especially since the song famously opens with lyrics about the end being near. Colbert immediately picked up on the symbolism and turned the moment into one of the night's biggest punchlines.
And so I face the final curtain.
Okay, that's pretty ominous. We haven't heard a president sound that bleak since...
The late-night host pointed out how unusual it was for a sitting president to post such a dramatic song after an already chaotic weekend of dark and emotional messages. Colbert then compared the tone of Trump's post to some of the bleakest political moments in modern history, layering references and impressions together in a way that left the audience completely locked in.
Gorbachev, I hurt myself today.
Yeah, huge Trent Reznor fan. Huge Trent Reznor fan.
What made the segment especially powerful was that people online were genuinely reacting with concern. This was not just another late-night comedy clip for viewers to laugh at and forget. Colbert understood that the real story was a growing sense of confusion surrounding non-stop social media activity. So instead of over-explaining everything, he simply highlighted the absurdity and let viewers connect the dots themselves.
FBI Director Kash Patel, because on Friday, The Atlantic published an expose that paints Patel as erratic, suspicious of others, and prone to excessive drinking, leading many at the Bureau to consider him a national security.
While Trump dominated headlines online, Colbert also turned to several MAGA allies, including FBI Director Kash Patel. Reports and discussions about Patel's behavior became another key focus of the monologue, with Colbert sarcastically reacting to claims that raised questions about professionalism and leadership within the administration.
Patel's alleged boozing habits. Apparently, he is known to drink to the point of obvious intoxication, and it's so bad that meetings and briefings have had to be rescheduled for later in the day as a result of his alcohol.
Colbert delivered some of his strongest jokes while discussing reports about Patel allegedly struggling through meetings and causing concern among staff members. One of the biggest audience reactions came when Colbert joked about officials supposedly needing extreme measures just to wake Patel up for important responsibilities. The mix of disbelief and humor made the segment instantly memorable.
He was unreachable behind locked doors, so they had to request breaching equipment, which is normally used by SWAT and hostage rescue teams to quickly gain entry to buildings. Wow! Breaching equipment. I've been drunk, but I've never been battering rammed.
Of course, Patel publicly pushed back against the criticism and accused the media of targeting him unfairly. Colbert mocked the response by pointing out how confidently administration allies attack journalists whenever damaging stories start circulating. The audience especially reacted to the contrast between serious allegations and the aggressive media counterattacks that followed.
Drunk guy in line at McDonald's, Patel is fighting back. He strongly denies everything. And he filed a lawsuit against The Atlantic, which he announced over the weekend on the Fox Front News.
The results, I say, speak for themselves. If the fake news mafia isn't hitting you personally...
As if that wasn't enough controversy for 1 week, Trump also created headlines involving the Vatican and Pope Leo XIV. Colbert reacted with total disbelief that political tensions had somehow expanded into a public feud involving the Catholic Church. The absurdity of the situation quickly became one of the standout moments of the monologue.
Social media posting, "Woe to those who manipulate religion and the very name of God for their own military, economic, and political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth." Damn!
Colbert also revisited Trump's Easter weekend posts, including aggressive messages aimed at Iran that sparked major online reactions. While families were celebrating the holiday, social media filled with political threats and dramatic statements. Colbert used exaggerated impressions and satire to show how chaotic the messaging felt to the average viewer, turning the moment into sharp political comedy.
9 o'clock gave a national primetime address. It was concise, intelligent, and brought the nation together with shared purpose. April Fools, Trump.
One of the funniest moments came during Colbert's April Fool's Day segment when he pretended Trump was about to address the nation during primetime television. For a few seconds, the audience genuinely believed something major had happened before Colbert suddenly revealed the joke. The studio erupted instantly because everyone realized how believable the setup actually sounded in that moment.